don't you think it would be really awesome to win the Nobel Prize? But wait, I think it would be more awesome to have a prize named after you. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, meet Alfred Nobel, an innovator, a philanthropist, and the man behind the esteemed Nobel Prize. Alfred Nobel was born in 1833 in Stockholm, Sweden. He was a trained chemist, an avid reader of literature and poetry, and fluent in 5 languages. As a chemist and businessman, he discovered a way to make nitroglycerin TNT more safe because by itself, it's very dangerous to use. He got a patent on it and he called it the dynamite. He further made it safe by inventing the detonator caps. Back then, dynamite and detonators were in demand in the construction industry, especially for drilling holes and blasting rocks. And what he did is, with this invention, he established a number of factories all over the world and made a huge fortune for himself. Although he recognized that his invention could be used for destructive purposes, but at heart, he was a pacifist. An important event occurred in 1888 in his life that would change his life forever. And one morning when he opened the newspaper, he read his own obituary. He was shocked, but it was actually his brother Ludwig who had died, and the reporter had got their names confused. But more than that, what was worse was that he was described as the dynamite king, a man of death, a cold-hearted businessman who had made his fortune by blowing up people. He was very disturbed by that, and he refused to go down in history with such a horrible epitaph. And what he did was he took a decision that would later on shock his family and the world. On December 10, 1896, Alfred died alone in Italy due to brain hemorrhage at the age of 63. And when he died, he had 355 patents to his name and also had a synthetic element called nobelium named after him. After his death, his will was opened, and what he had done was he had left a staggering 94% of his net worth, which was then $9 million, and when adjusted for inflation, it's $250 million for the establishment of a prize that would be given to men and women who have done their best for the benefit of mankind in the field of medicine, literature, physics, and chemistry, and thus the esteemed Nobel Prize was established. The first Nobel Prize was given 5 years after Alfred's death, and in 1969, economics was added as a category to the Nobel Prize in his memory. Nobel Prize is not given in mathematics, and it is rumored that Alfred's wife eloped with a mathematician, and out of spite, he wrote in his will that a mathematician should never be awarded a Nobel Prize. But the truth of the matter is that Alfred never married, and we will never know for sure why he omitted mathematics from his will, but it is believed that back then mathematics was considered as an integrated science and not a science worthy by itself of the Nobel Prize. Here are some interesting facts about the Nobel Prize. Till 2011, 549 Nobel Prizes have been awarded. The United States is the home of the highest number of Nobel laureates in the world, and that is 321 Nobel laureates. Only 4 people have won Nobel Prize twice. And Winston Churchill has been awarded a Nobel Prize in literature. The Nobel Prize has had its own fair share of criticism and some few blunders. The person probably most deserving to receive the Nobel Peace Prize, Mahatma Gandhi, was never awarded one. Incredulously, Hitler, Mussolini, and Joseph Stalin have all been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Fellow Toastmasters, let me talk to you about Alfred Nobel and his endeavors. I'm forced to question, what is that we can learn from the life and work of Alfred Bernard Nobel, the man behind the Nobel Prize? I guess there are many answers to it, but the main simple and a spiritual answer that comes to my mind is ironically a question. It is a question that what do we want to be remembered for when we are gone? what will be my legacy when I'm gone? It doesn't matter what we did before we stumbled upon this question. For example, invent the dynamite. It doesn't matter whether we'll see what we'll be remembered for come to fruition when we are alive. Just like Alfred, he never saw the establishment of the Nobel Prize. But what matters is that we create for ourselves a life that solely benefits our future generation and leave behind a legacy without expecting anything in return, just like Alfred Nobel. Because I think it's this legacy that lives. Mr. Toastmaster.